Mango All-Stars. We've got Ryan Liatzis from Schwiz.
Hey, it's me.
Get right into that, Mike. Just because my levels are all the way over there.
Yes, of course,
But,
of course.
Anyway, happy to have you here. We're all here at the Mango All-Stars Tribute, celebrating the life of Joe Manganello, sound man extraordinaire, and just overall major dude, great guy, important guy to a scene like this.
Very.
Perhaps you can explain your connection to him.
Yes, Mr. Manga. Well, I think just like most of us, I met him through the lovely club Bryac. And so me and Mango actually had a bit of a special connection because we were both sound guys.
Yes, sweet science.
Yes, not only were we both sound guys, but we were both sound guys for the same bands. So he was Kung Fu and Particles sound guy.
Brother of the Cloth. What is it? It's not the Brother of the Dial. What would it be? What would it be? Because
brother of the Fader, I guess.
Yeah, the brother, right? Exactly.
Brother of the Console, maybe something like that. So, anyway, as I was saying, we basically shared that special bond of being sound guys together, and once we had played Bryac with our band Schwiz many times and met him through that.
It's very useful to have a sound man in the band.
Yes, it does come in handy from time to time, and we met him through that, and it was basically we hit it off because we were both sound guys. And I think probably the first 2 or 3 times that we played there, I wasn't a sound guy yet. I was a pre-sound guy, just a guitar player, and then eventually I landed a gig at the Brooklyn Bowl, which is another club I'm sure many people know. And then me and Joe started to kind of hit it off, and we would always talk gear and all that good stuff when I would come to Bryac and play. And then from there, it just kind of soared, and we worked together on a couple other things randomly and stuff like that.
So as a mentor, tell me about what it's like to have Mango as your mentor.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. The guy was just the man. Everything he knew, he had so much extensive knowledge too of all the audio gear that we used, and we were always just swapping stories, and he was just showing me some secret or something, or some little new trick that he figured out or whatever. And he was really in tune with. He would really take the time when we were there to dial us in. I think gave us a little extra dialing than he gave to some bands. Not to be, not to say that he treated us better than any other band, but
sure.
He knew that he was dealing with another sound guy, so he had to step his game up, I guess.
Yeah, that's not unheard of. You know what I mean? If you have some history with the sound guy, that he might just take a little extra time to be sure.
Exactly.
But I honestly think the great ones just know that they know when they have it, but they're not gonna leave it undone.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like a good barber. The way they it's like when you've got a good sound man when you feel like you've had the hot. They give you a hot towel.
Yeah.
It's like somehow it's like they tend to the splash of bay rum. There's things that that they used to do that they don't do anymore.
Ooh, how did you get that kick drum so warm, Joe? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. That is what it is.
Little things.
Yeah, I'm learning so much. My regular audio tech is not with me. He's on assignment in LA right now.
Okay.
And I've learned so much from him, just watching him do these sort of things, setting up these types of events, how do we capture the sound in a room like this?
Yep.
It's either the mains are getting hammered out here, but we don't even need them.
We're making it work.
But I wonder what tactics have been employed. I wonder what Mango would have done differently with today's broadcast.
Probably something.
I guarantee it probably would have been a lot.
Came over here and said.
But while we're on the subject, I want to encourage everyone to tune into the live stream. It's on Facebook and YouTube. I have the link in the comments, so go check that out. Once again, I'm here with Ryan from Schwiz. What's good with you? You've managed to get some music out. How are you adapting to the quarantine times with your projects?
I'm making it work, but luckily I have a recording studio in my home, so I've been doing a lot of remote projects, things like that.
This is basically my home studio.
Yeah.
On the road.
On the road. I like it. It works. So
I got this here Mango shirt. This is pretty fire. I believe these are available.
They are.
If you look for the event on Facebook, the Mango All-Stars, in a world full of lemons, be a mango. And that's what it means. Be someone who, loves what you do, takes pride in it, and instill those values in others and helps them become better than they would have been without you.
Yes, indeed.
Right? Man, it's been nice talking to you. I want to keep it moving. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm having this problem that I could talk to everyone here all night.
Well,
there's a lot to talk
do you mind
about.
if I share my quick mango story?
Oh, no, I want to hear everything. I will never. You could tell 5 of them. I'm not going to stop you from telling mango stories.
So my quick mango story, this is my favorite mango story, is that we discovered after meeting him that he was a huge Genesis fan.
I am a huge Genesis fan.
Very nice, very nice.
The early stuff.
Yes, same.
Yes.
So at the time, me and our bass player, Frank was originally the guy who introduced me to Genesis, the bass player of our band. And we were very much into Genesis. The other guys in the band were like so-so on Genesis, but then once we found out Mango was all about Genesis and he booked us on Soup Stock.
See, now that was the one place I never got to him. I wish I had known. I wish we had connected on that.
He was a huge Genesis fan. And we told him we would play a Genesis song at Soup Stock. And we were like I think we were like the last band on the B stage or something. Anyway, point being, it was a busy day for Joe at Soup Stock, obviously, because he's running the whole festival over there. And I thought it was really awesome that we told him we were going to play a Genesis song for him at that show. And he made the time in his whatever he had to do that day. He came over to the stage at the beginning of our set and just sat front and center. And we played In That Quiet Earth, which is like a pretty tough instrumental tune off of Wind and Wuthering, I think.
Yeah.
And we played that, and he just sat there and watched it. And then we finished, and he gave us a nod, and then he just walked away. I'm like, that was
so cool.
It's the greatest Mango moment I've experienced.
That's pretty awesome, and especially I know what that means. Not everyone. Oh, so you played Genesis for the guy? Great story. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Because another thing people don't understand is there's a balance of what makes sound good. It's for me, there's so many elements of what makes what the early Genesis was doing with the texture of the guitar, the warmth of the bass. He's using 2 of my favorite sounds on bass: the Rickenbacker predominantly, as well as the Taurus, the Moog Taurus bass pedals.
Of course.
And then you've got the full keyboard array with the Mellotron and everything, and the electric piano and Rhodes
really
and synth leads. Yeah, man.
Yep.
So you put everything together, and it's with emotional moods.
Oh yes.
There are moods in that band.
Yeah.
They create moods.
And they used like you said, so much instrumentation, everything from classical guitar to crazy wild new synthesizers and whatever.
You get it all together, you do it right, and then it means something.
Yeah.
I've seen the musical box.
Yeah.
I don't know, if you ever want to do Genesis and need a Peter Gabriel,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me a call. I can handle that.
That's good to know.
But anyway, we're here with Ryan with Schwiz, and we're going to be back in a minute. I think I'm going to check in with. I hear Jen is wailing out there.
She sure is.
See, I think this is the New War Blues, or isn't this one of those tunes that she does? What is this? What is she doing? Is the name of the business? Is it the business still?
It might be, yeah.
Woo! All right, we're going to check out. We'll be back.
Hey! Thank you. Joe, I hope you're up there watching.
All right, and we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, back live here from the Mango All-Stars. I've got Ben Atkin, drummer of Goose, with me right now.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Dude, it has been a while, brother.
It's been a while, man. We've had some good Boston days, and now we're hanging here in CT.
Yeah. So tell me, how long have you been down here, CT? I know you've been playing in Goose for a while. It's been quite an arc since last we met. You guys have been quite busy lately.
It's been awesome. It's we got to play some shows this last week.
Right,
and
a couple drive-ins down to Yarmouth. What's the experience like for you?
It's cool. I mean, first and foremost, we're getting to play for live music, and I get to play and see people react and have a great time. It's a little weird. You feel a little disconnected, and everyone's socially distant. But that being said, I'm just happy to be playing. It's amazing just to be playing for music for people again.
No, that's the thing. It's we're so it's so ingrained into us, but we're always trying to see take for example a band like Goose. It's like you guys have seen your audiences grow rapidly over the last few years, and it's been quite a ride. And you always want to see that continue. It's like, where can this go? But like then all of a sudden, when it all gets taken away, you're not thinking about the audience. You're thinking about what the people, but you're not thinking about, I want to play for a large audience. I want to play. It's like just being around people where you get to play a show. It's like it's amazing how it's like the air we breathe.
Oh, absolutely. It's a game changer getting to play in any capacity. And tonight when we're all here, for playing,
I can hear Jen Durkin wailing over the mains.
It's unbelievable. You come here tonight and there's literally every amazing musician and band from CT or even from other places. Everyone just traveled because Joe Mango is worth that and more.
Yeah, talk about what he meant to you as a sound guy and knowing him. Was it through the Bryac or how did you come to
definitely.
meet him?
So when Goose started playing Bryac, I was new to Connecticut. I didn't really know a lot of people outside of my band, and Joe, just right off the bat, we hit it off. We bonded over pretty much music and weed and good hangs in the green room, and that dude was he made me feel at home there, especially at a time where I didn't know a lot of people and was kind of an outsider. He always welcomed me in, and, is just such a sincerely kind guy. I can't come up with the words good enough to explain, No,
but it's real. It's like, when a guy, like, especially, like, like you're coming into it, you're playing, when you play somewhere and you meet the guy who's running the joint, running the setup, the sound system, and like he checks you in. It's like you want, like, I don't know. I was making this point with other people that like maybe it's a little too adversarial in the beginning when you're young. You don't appreciate the sound guy for like like that he sees someone like you every day who's like annoyed that like you're like, wait, my monitor isn't on right now. My monitor isn't on that way because I didn't turn it on yet because it's not your turn. Okay, but there's like it's amazing like how people come from that to a certain point where like you're actually like out there on the road and you're getting to know these people and you want to make a good impression when you go to the club, and then like you realize that this guy is like a good dude and he's picking up on the fact that you're actually one of these people who wants to make a good impression.
100%.
You know what I mean? And it's like and then you get that warmth, right, from like the people who do it right when they're just like, because they love to be there and that's why they're there.
Yeah, people, it's easy to think like, that guy, or any sound guy, it's easy to think like, they're just another one of those angry sound guys.
Right.
And it really.
And he loved playing into that stereotype.
Yeah, well, first of all, you get to know him on any sort of deeper level, and you find out right away that he's a million times more than that. But it's also, you realize that that frustration and, his attitude comes from just wanting perfection and knowing how to do it. And really just like having full control over his environment and wanting to give everyone the best sounding show possible.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like I think that's really what brings people here. It's the love of the man, but it's really like we're all so devoted to this craft, that when and especially the artists on that side of the stage, like there's so many of us who play up there, but the guy who sits at the console like all day, even when we come in and come out, it's like they're there all day running the board. It's like it's always them, It's like all of our attention is on them, Like it's our relationship with them, and when they come up big for us, like it really means more to us than we get to talk about, than we regularly talk about.
Yeah.
And here's an opportunity to like talk about a man who gave, who was so devoted to making us musicians sound good.
Yeah, there's a reason why you have so many of the best musicians in the world who love coming back and again to play a tiny. It's a restaurant, little hole in the wall, tiny mini stage, and it just has a vibe, and he was just such a huge part of that vibe, making it what it is.
Yeah, and I think it actually, there's a correlation. Like, I think people become the best musicians in the world because there's a guy like that who who elevates this whole scene. Everyone who came here today have all seen their band's sound like elevated at key moments in their careers by Joe.
Absolutely. Some of the most memorable and fun shows that we played with Goose have been with Mango. And just, I mean, between like everything he did, Bryac and Soup Stock, another great event, like big fundraiser for an awesome cause and everything. Just he's someone who he just creates the vibe and puts in the effort that makes the musicians want to give back the same and give all they can.
Oh, here they're talking about you.
Oh, hey.
Let's see. Maybe we need to know that.
We've got to get a couple of good dead tunes in there, and we've got the
I heard that.
people on site to do that.
Wow. You talking to me?
Are we good? Please? Check. It's my pleasure to introduce.
Let's see who's up.
Carrie and Rich. This is just quite an amazing thing. So thanks, guys, for being here and doing this. We love you. We love you, Mango. And Mango, keep turning up the volume for all of us, please. Thank you.
Yes, yes. You know, wow, it's good to hang out with you, brother.
Dude, it's been way too long, man. I miss you.
Yeah,
we had part.
We were just getting started, me and you.
There's more coming.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, but I miss those the old days when we would all just sort of get together around some instruments, you know, just sort of throw down. You know, it's always what it is. It's always about like it's such a close knit scene where people, where the musicians just flock to each other to share this passion. It's just like we want to have fun. We want to play. We want to make music. We want to celebrate. You know, like how it all comes together. Like there's so many people that go into making something like this happen. And you know, without all of them, you know, none of it happens, right? It's like, and all of them showed up today.
Well, you know, it's when you get it for something, a cause like this, it's easy, and it's cool to see everyone just no egos, no nothing. Everyone's just like, oh, doing benefit for Joe, like hell yes, let's do that.
Well, yeah, this sounds so good. Let's take a time out. Maybe we'll do a part 2 later. But it's you know we'll do a part 2 later.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but anyway, here with Ben Atkin from Goose. Best of luck to you going forward, my friend.
Dude,
you know what I mean? You guys are killing it out there.
Dude, you're killing it too, man. It's good to see you doing all the radio stuff and everything, and you know you got the voice smooth as butter. It's
that's what they say.
It's nice, man.
I mean, you know, look, it's like I got to be happy about it. I love microphones. I want to shout out Telefunken. They're helping make me sound good today.
Yeah.
The T-Funk, make my funk the T-Funk. And also, I want to make sure you guys check out the end of this stream, the Mango All Stars. You can find it on Facebook and YouTube. I put the links in the description. And you can donate via Venmo and PayPal. We love Mango. And I'm going to listen to this music. We'll be right back. And join me on that stream. Do it.